The room buzzed with the usual noise of political sparring, but then came the sound that cut through it all, a low, smug chuckle from Stephen Miller. His shoulders leaned back, lips curled into a smirk, the very picture of dismissive arrogance. Across from him, Jasmine Crockett didn't flinch. Her eyes narrowed, sharp as steel, as the energy in the chamber shifted. He thought it was funny, but what came next silenced everyone. That smirk, that laugh, it wouldn't last. Because Jasmine wasn't done, and her next move would turn that laughter into stunned silence. This wasn't just another policy exchange. It was a duel unfolding under the bright lights of public scrutiny. Miller's chuckle wasn't harmless. It dripped with the arrogance of someone who believed certain voices didn't deserve to be heard. To many watching, it symbolized every moment a marginalized voice was dismissed, every time dignity was mocked by power. Crockett's silence wasn't weakness. It was the calm before the storm. Because this clash wasn't about one debate. It was about respect versus contempt, truth versus ridicule. And in just moments, the room and the country would witness a reversal no one saw coming. Stephen Miller was no stranger to controversy. As the architect of some of the harshest immigration policies in recent memory, his name had become synonymous with cold calculation. He thrived on confrontation, his confidence cloaking a deep contempt for those who dared oppose him. Reporters recalled his curt dismissals, colleagues remembered the smug interruptions, and audiences recognized the trademark smirk that always seemed to linger when others faltered. To him, belittlement was strategy, mockery a weapon. That chuckle in Crockett's direction was just another play in a long pattern of arrogance. But his trademark smirk was about to meet its match. Jasmine Crockett's story began in the courtroom, where she built her reputation as a fearless attorney unafraid to take on powerful opponents. Time and again, she was underestimated, dismissed as too young, too bold, too unwilling to stay quiet. Yet each challenge only hardened her resolve. She broke barriers with grit, persistence, and an unshakable belief in justice. Her sharp comebacks became her signature, not out of arrogance, but survival in arenas that rarely welcomed her presence. Every setback became fuel, every slight a lesson. And when she finally spoke, every ounce of that history sharpened her words into steel. Miller leaned forward, voice dripping with sarcasm as he tossed another dismissive jab across the table. His smirk widened, the mocking tone echoing like a dare. But Crockett didn't rush to respond. She sat still, eyes fixed, her silence growing heavier with each passing second. The pause unsettled him more than any argument could. The audience leaned in. Was she rattled, searching for words, or preparing a counterstrike that would flip the entire exchange on its head? Miller's chuckle faltered, the air thick with anticipation. Then she delivered a single, cold line that sliced through the noise. Crockett's voice cut through the tension, calm but unyielding, every word deliberate, every syllable a scalpel. She met Miller's gaze, unflinching, letting the weight of her truth land. The room froze, journalists, aides, even Miller himself. His smirk faltered, replaced by the slightest flicker of doubt. Whispered murmurs swelled into applause. Fingers reached for phones. Tweets began to flood timelines. Hashtags ignited across platforms. Every pause she took only magnified the impact. Every calculated glance confirmed her command. Miller's confidence crumbled within minutes. The moment went viral. Hashtags trended. Clips of Miller's laugh juxtaposed with Crockett's icy retort flooded every feed. Memes multiplied. Commentators dissected every gesture, every word. Supporters of Miller scrambled to defend him, while Crockett's backers celebrated her poised dismantling of arrogance. Even celebrities and political pundits weighed in, amplifying the story far beyond the chamber where it happened. It became more than a debate clip. It was a cultural flashpoint. Yet beyond the viral reactions lay a deeper lesson, one Crockett herself would define. Each second. But the shockwaves didn't stop in that room. They spread across the nation. Crockett turned the moment into more than a personal victory. Her response reframed the clash. Dignity rises above arrogance. Truth stands taller than mockery. Every pause, every measured word reminded the nation that courage is quiet, relentless, and unshakable. She became a symbol not just for one debate, but for a broader American story of resilience, fairness, and justice that refuses to be silenced. Every time arrogance laughs, dignity has the power to respond. In that room, and across the country, the lesson resonated. Strength is not in volume or smirk, but in unwavering commitment to what is right. The moment began with a laugh and ended with a lesson. Miller's chuckle, meant to belittle, met Crockett's unwavering composure, and in that contrast, dignity triumphed over mockery. Her response didn't just silence a room. It reminded the nation that courage, clarity, and truth can outshine arrogance. If this story moved you, share it, subscribe, and be part of amplifying voices that stand tall against ridicule. Remember, it's not the loudest who win, but the steadfast. Because sometimes one cold response is all it takes to silence 1,000 chuckles.